Welcome back, and today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going over whether you should summon or not on the Ancient banner that comes out on the 7th. So, I'm mainly just going to be talking about the Ancient banner, because the surprise, the 1+1, if you want to go for it, that's fully up to you. I don't think anybody, unless they're one, really looking to get a 1+1, or two, if they're pretty much brand new and they just need legendaries, those two options are pretty decent to pull on. But apart from that, with all the banners that it looks like we're going to be having, I'd say that we should probably save regular summons. Like next weekend, it's looking like we're going to have a Tallulah Arrogance banner, which Tallulah is a new healer. I don't think she's in... not this. I don't think she's in this yet, but she is on the test server. I don't have access to the test server, but yeah, she's on the test server right now, and she looks to be fairly good. She's not the best in the world, but she is a healer that does rage regen. She can cleanse, so she's a good one to go for, and Arrogance is just one of the best units to get in general. I use my Arrogance pretty much everywhere, and that's going to be next weekend. So I don't really see much of a reason to summon on this right now. Could it be good? Sure. But it could also be, Cratch and Kai. So I would save regulars. However, the Ancients, we don't really have too much news on what banners are going to be coming up. There's a prediction of Ivar and Carnelian on the 28th, which is about 20 days out. So about 3 weeks out for that. And then on October 5th, there's a rumor of Gon and Sargon. I'm honestly just going to save in general. Solcadens is really good, and so is Eunomia. Eunomia is a very interesting unit, and she can do pretty solid heals. Her cleansing is very inconsistent, because she dispels all debuffs from 3 allies within range every 30 seconds when skilled up. The problem with this is it won't only target units that have debuffs. So she could be cleansing people who are already cleared of their debuffs. So for cleansing, she's not great. Her ultimate is unique. It's just a straight attack speed increase for everybody in range. After the second activation, it becomes permanent, so that's solid. And she does healing bounce, which the heal will bounce 2 more times with each bounce, granting attack-based healing. So she's good, but not super great. I've never actually looked at her ratings. Faction trial. Yeah, so I mean, this makes sense. She's a solid unit, but she's not the best in the world. So if you want to go for her, go for it. If not, that's fine. I'm personally going to be saving, like I said. Solcadens is also a super solid unit. He is amazing in a lot of places. He does a ton of damage, and if you get him A1, he's even better because of the vulnerability he puts out with his ultimate. But honestly, I have Twin Fiend. I have Twin Fiend A2, and I don't even use an Infernal Team anymore in my Guild Boss. And that's pretty much where I'd use him, Guild Boss. So for me, it would just be spreading too thin and not much of a point. He is an amazing unit. He dishes out major damage. and he's a really good lord for Infernal. He does decrease Zillatu's range a little bit from what I understand, but he makes up for it himself. So if you are lacking a really good guild boss team and you have a good number of Infernals, it wouldn't be a bad one to go for. But what I'm going to be saving for is when the eventual edition of the Nightmare Ancient Exclusive Lord comes out. Because if we look at all of these, Watcher has an Ancient Exclusive. The North Throne has an Ancient Exclusive. Nightmare only has one Legendary Lord, and he is from regular summons. Curse Council, Ancient Exclusive Lord. Infernal Blast, Solcadens, the person in question right now. Piercers, Ancient Exclusive. Esoterius, Cyrus is the Ancient Exclusive. Chaos Dominion and Supreme Arbiters, they are Ancient Exclusive in general. And then the unnameable, we have Ymirit, who is Ancient Exclusive. So the only one that we're missing an Ancient Exclusive of is Nightmare. There's a lot of rumors of what it could be. It's all speculation. There's been no leaks or anything as of yet on what it's going to be. But just in general, Torador is really good. I would love to see a fighter Ancient Exclusive Nightmare Lord. And that's honestly what I'm going to be saving for. The Ancient Exclusive Nightmare Lord. Because I do use Nightmare units in my guild boss team, which I have not run yet today. I need to make sure I run that. But we could look at my best record, who is not my Nightmare team. Huh, I got 60k with them. I didn't even realize that. But let's see. I can at least go into. This is the team I've been using. It's just consistent over 50k. I don't have to question a whole lot about it. It just works. If I could replace Torador with somebody who I actually place and does damage, that would be awesome. So that's who I'm going to be saving for. I'm going to make a prediction that maybe Thanksgiving time, maybe Christmas time, we get something on him. We could get something around Halloween, but we do have a number. Well, actually, we don't have anything up till Halloween. We could hear something on the Nightmare Lord, Nightmare Ancient Exclusive around Halloween. That would be fitting because Nightmare, obvious reason, it fits. But as far as ancients, I'm personally gonna save. However, Solcadens is worth pulling for if you need him. The units that are coming up in regular summons, which is why I would skip this, Tululu and Arrogance on the 13th. They're talking on September 20th. We're gonna have a limited 250 summon for Kingiri, which will be a new limited time hero, and he's looking to be very good. He is on the test server already. There's been a lot of people who have tested him and have shown good things. That same weekend of the 20th, it's looking like we're going to have a 2x by 15 times on a new unit, Basilbub, who is an inspiration unit that has inspiration on par with Dolores, but is a legendary unit. His stats are about the same as Dolores, so he's not going to outperform her by a huge margin, but at a certain threshold, he will outperform her. On that same banner, it's looking like we're going to have Lucius and Razak. Lucius is a great addition to have if you don't have him already, but also having more of him is good because his awakenings are really good. Let's see. Watcher, Archer, and his awakening 1 increases his damage of his pursuits by 25%, just straight damage increase. Attack plus 300%, that's great. And then during his A3, during the ultimate, pursuit inflicts stun and damage reduction. This is huge for phase 1. I don't think he could solo stun the boss, but it would be a huge help. And Lucius is just an insane damage dealer himself. This 66k that I got was with Lucius doing the top damage. I wish I could see what the damage was for each of them, but he did the top damage for me. Let's see if anybody else globally. Oh, let's see. Where's the Lucius team? Where's the Lucius team? There's the Lucius team. And look at that. He did more than Ingrid right there. So, I mean, just right, the first one that I found, he was top damage dealer. Let's see about this one. Okay, so he's not built for damage, but still solid damage. I mean, we got Praetus and Solcadens above him, Zillatu and Alistar, who are really good damage dealers themselves. He's just a really good damage dealer with a lot of utility behind him too. So that's a good one to save for on the 20th. October 4th, it's looking like we're going to have a 15 times on Xena and Brokir. Xena is going to be another new unit that functions similar to our Imani with her place, nuke, and pool. And then on October 11th, it's looking like we're going to have Crodor and Alora. This looks like it'll be the first time that Crodor will be available from summons. He was a fusion previously. But I wouldn't pull for that banner. I would say Beelzebub, Kingiri, Tallulah, those 3 banners are the ones to save for regulars. And then for me personally, I'm going to be saving for the Nightmare Lord whenever he's released. I don't know what it's going to be. We don't know anything about it. I am strictly saving on the hope that it is good. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video now. I didn't mean for it to go this long. I did ramble a little bit, but I did want to get out why I think you should save and how I feel about the banner. Like I said, if you want to pull for this one, that's completely understandable. You could also not have any good Nightmare units to go with. If that's the case, I would definitely recommend pulling for Arrogance next weekend, if that's when it's coming out, and then saving. But you got to do what fits your account best. And if you're lacking an Infernal Lord and Solcadens will be that envelope pusher for you, go for it. No shame to that. But that does it for this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.